So when life gets tough, when you feel like you can't go on, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. And most importantly, remind yourself that the power of struggle is the power to transform you into the person you were always meant to be. Don't run from it, embrace it, conquer it, and watch as your life changes forever. You are stronger than your excuses. You are more powerful than your fears. Every time you push through a challenge, every time you rise after a failure, you become a version of yourself that is unstoppable. The version of you that is capable of achieving anything. The version of you that refuses to be defined by struggle, but instead is refined by it. Imagine yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Where do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to become? Now, realize this. The only thing standing between you and that future version of yourself is the struggle you are willing to endure. The price of success is discomfort. The price of success is late nights, early mornings, sacrifices, and persistence when no one else believes in you. But when you push through, when you refuse to let struggle defeat you, you unlock a power within yourself that is unstoppable. Greatness is not reserved for the chosen few. It is not limited to those who were born into privilege or those who had a perfect plan from the start. Greatness belongs to those who refuse to quit, to those who understand that struggle is not a roadblock, it is the path. Every setback, every failure, every rejection is a lesson that prepares you for the success that is waiting for you. The only way you fail is if you stop trying. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when you question whether you are capable of achieving your dreams. That's normal, that's human. But those moments don't define you. What defines you is how you respond. Do you listen to the doubt, or do you silence it with action? Do you let fear control you, or do you face it head on and prove to yourself that you are stronger than you ever imagined? The moment you choose to see struggle as a gift, your entire life will change. Because struggle teaches you resilience, it teaches you patience, it teaches you how to fight when everything seems against you. Success isn't about never failing, it's about never giving up. Every time you get knocked down, you have a choice. Stay down or rise again, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. Your struggle is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. Embrace it and you will achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. You have two choices in life. You can let struggle break you, or you can let it make you. The people who succeed are not the ones who had the easiest path. They are the ones who learned to dance in the storm. The fire inside them burned brighter than the fire around them. They refused to settle, refused to accept defeat, refused to let temporary setbacks turn into permanent failures. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. When you hit a wall, when you feel like you have nothing left, that's the moment you have to push harder. Because right beyond that breaking point is where the breakthrough happens. Most people stop too soon. They face resistance, they feel discomfort, and they assume it means they aren't meant for greatness. But discomfort is where growth lives. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Muscles grow through resistance. The strongest trees are the ones that have faced the harshest winds. Your struggle is shaping you into something stronger than you ever imagined. Think about the people you admire the most. Do you think they had it easy? Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he created. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. But what did they all have in common? They embraced the struggle. They used it as fuel. They didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. That's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's the ability to keep moving forward when everything inside you is screaming to stop. Remember, the road to success is never easy. It is filled with ups and downs, triumphs and failures. But those who succeed are the ones who refuse to give up, no matter how difficult the journey gets. Struggle is a gift. It may not always feel like one in the moment, but looking back, you will realize that it was in your hardest moments that you grew the most. The key to embracing struggle is changing your perspective. Instead of seeing struggle as an obstacle, see it as an opportunity. Every difficulty you face is teaching you something valuable. It is preparing you for something greater. If you can shift your mindset from fear to appreciation, you will no longer see struggle as something negative. Instead, you will see it as a necessary part of your journey. One of the greatest mistakes people make is giving up too soon. They face a little bit of hardship and assume they are not meant to succeed. But struggle is not a sign that you should quit. It is a sign that you are on the path to greatness. Every struggle you overcome brings you one step closer to your goals. Success is not about avoiding struggle. It is about persevering through it. Many people fear struggle because they associate it with pain. But struggle is not just about pain, it is about progress. Growth never happens in comfort zones. If you want to become stronger, wiser, and more successful, you must be willing to endure discomfort. The gym is a perfect example. If you want to build muscle, you must push against resistance. The more you lift, the stronger you become. Life works the same way. The more you face and overcome challenges, the stronger and more capable you become. There is a saying that smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. Life is much like the ocean, unpredictable, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy. But it is in the storm that we learn how to navigate, how to steer, and how to survive. The more you embrace struggle, the more skilled you become at handling life's challenges. You develop wisdom, strength, and the confidence to take on even greater challenges. Struggle also teaches gratitude. When you have to work hard for something, you appreciate it more. If everything came easy, you would take it for granted. The people who have faced the most struggles in life often develop the deepest sense of gratitude because they know what it is like to go without. Gratitude shifts your mindset from focusing on what you lack to appreciating what you have. It turns struggle into a lesson rather than a burden. Struggle is the birthplace of innovation. When you are faced with difficulties, you are forced to think outside the box, to find solutions, and to push boundaries you never thought you could. Many of the greatest inventions, businesses, and ideas were born out of struggle. People who had nothing to lose and everything to gain used their struggles as a launching pad for greatness. When life puts you in a difficult position, it is not trying to punish you, it is trying to challenge you to rise above. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. They did not reach success without struggle. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty and faced countless rejections before becoming one of the most influential media moguls in the world. J.K. Rowling was a single mother living in near poverty before she became one of the most successful authors of all time. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company before making a legendary comeback. These individuals faced struggles that could have easily broken them, but instead they used their struggles as fuel to keep going. They did not allow failure to define them. Instead, they allowed struggle to refine them. The struggle teaches resilience. It is through hardship that we develop the ability to keep going when things get tough. When you encounter setbacks, failures, and obstacles, you are given the chance to build mental toughness. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through experience. Every time you face adversity and refuse to give up, you are strengthening yourself in ways that will benefit you in the future. Consider the story of a butterfly. Before it can spread its wings and fly, it must struggle inside a cocoon. If someone were to cut open the cocoon too soon, trying to make things easier for the butterfly, it would never develop the strength it needs to survive. It is the struggle of pushing against the cocoon that strengthens its wings and prepares it for the world. The same applies to us as human beings. When we go through tough times, when we feel trapped in our own struggles, it is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that we are in the process of transformation. Negative connotation, people fear it, try to avoid it, and even resent it when it enters their lives. But what if struggle is not the enemy? What if struggle is actually the key to growth, transformation, and ultimate success? In this video, we are going to explore the power of struggle, how it shapes us, and why embracing it can be one of the most powerful decisions you ever make in your life. Imagine a world where everything comes easy. No challenges, no obstacles, no hardships. At first, this may seem like a dream, but think about it for a moment. If you never faced difficulty, if you never had to push yourself beyond your limits, would you ever grow? Would you ever realize your true potential? Struggle is not something that exists to break